Hello. Welcome back to Minka Moving Through the Clouds. And as usual, we're doing it together. Thank you for tuning in and watching this channel. I really appreciate you. I want to talk about why you chose a hard life today. I'm guessing if you're checking this video, you might be wondering the same thing. It's a question that people get stuck asking themselves when they find out that we actually choose the life that we live. Because people often, especially if, let's say, life hasn't really been fair to you, things haven't gone exactly the way you want them to, it's a question that you wonder, why the hell would I choose such a life? Why couldn't I choose to be king of Zamunda and live happily ever after? Why? Right? Why? Believe it or not, the life that you're living right now is a life that you actually chose to experience. And the reason why you chose to experience this life is because you wanted soul growth. You wanted soul evolution. Stay with me. I'm going to expand, okay? I know somebody will think, oh yeah, all right, sure, okay. That's why I chose a hard life. No matter how things look like to you right now, they are shaping you. They're teaching you something. They're helping you become something that you really wanted to become. Your soul wanted to experience. You wanted to be a part of. Let's say the king of Zamunda probably doesn't experience a lot of soul growth because his life is easily predictable. His life, like yesterday, can easily be predictable. He was served a feast today, he will surely be served another one tomorrow. How can you grow in such a life that isn't predictable? You see, to grow, something has to be impactful. For impact to happen, something must shock us. For something to shock us, change has to happen. Impact therefore requires change. To grow, you must adapt to change. You must transform with change. You must maneuver through change and allow it to unfold in your life the way it's supposed to. You may even have experienced this lavish lifestyle, let's say the king of Zamunda is experiencing right now in a past life. Maybe you have learned everything that world has to teach you. Or maybe you just realize that you actually have to experience something in order to grow through it. Have you ever noticed the kind of courage, bravado, and strength and confidence someone just exudes when they have had to earn something versus the entitlement, okay, and the cowardice someone exhibits when they just got lucky? It's different. It's not the same thing. Those two people cannot go through the same experience and come out the same. Let's say there's a challenge in front of them to conquer. That person who had to earn their way through something now has a different caliber of strength, of confidence, of certainty, of knowing themselves better, that they're capable of doing something. They mastered something before, they can get through another one. When someone just gets lucky, they may not exhibit the same kind of self-confidence, the same strength. They might just go based on their luck. It may work for them until the luck runs out. There's also something very humbling about this experience. The knowledge that helps you to just detach a little bit from being an active participant all the time in your life and to observe. to not identify with your experiences and allow them to teach you what they're trying to show you. Because sometimes we get so caught up in what's unfolding and we try to control things and hold on to them, or we try to identify with our experience so much so that we don't learn the lesson and move forward. But just knowing this fact that you are indeed having an experience, having an experience that you chose, allows you to sometimes sit back and observe what this experience is trying to show you or teach you, so that you can grasp the knowledge, the lesson that it's trying to show you, rather than identifying with, oh, this is the situation. Say, for example, I am a mother who lost her child. Of course, I'm going to grieve my child. Of course, I'm going to remember my child for the rest of my life. Of course, I'm going to honor my grieving period. But I do not have to identify with being a mourning mother for the rest of my life, or even being a childless mother for the rest of my life. I can take that experience and shape it into something meaningful that even my child will look on and be proud that their death didn't go without any meaning. Another example, let's say you grew up with an abusive parent, father or mother. Or even let's say you did grow up with your parents, but there was no love. Of course, your childhood experience will shape who you turn out to be as an adult, or at least early adulthood. But at some point, you have to accept that change has happened. You are no longer that child. You are now an adult who can make their own choices. You can use the power of your choice to say, since I'm an adult now, I can find out how I can be a grown adult, how I can be a better human being. You can start by asking the right questions. How does someone become a better person? What kind of therapies do I need to let my childhood days go? Because obviously those are things you will still be carrying, and they will shape how you view the world. But every choice you continue to take on and make is now your responsibility, because it's no longer your parents' fault at some point. They did their part. But as you now have a power of choice, you must exercise that. Change has happened, and you have to adapt with it. You have to transform with it. You have to grow through it. You have to evolve with it. And that is what the soul growth is. You experience certain things in your life because you wanted to adapt, to transform, to evolve. You know deep inside you, your soul knows that in order to grow, you have to go through something. You have to experience it. Yes, we can sometimes learn from other people's experience, but we never truly take it in like when we actually experience it. As an adult, I find myself sometimes actually saying, I wish I listened to when that person said this to me, because now I see what they were trying to tell me. But back then, I was like, oh, yeah, right. I wasn't even listening properly. I was like, that would never happen to me. Oh, I can maneuver through that, blah, blah, blah. It was until I experienced it that I valued what they had to tell me. But it didn't matter anyway, because experiencing it gave me other tools that will stay with me forever. Taught me lessons that clearly I wouldn't be able to learn by listening to them. So this is what it's all about. And it allows you to take control of your life when you realize that you do have a choice. You have a choice to not become your experiences. You have a choice to somehow take control and take power of your own life and say, I can make a choice. I can identify with what's happening, or I can choose to take the experiences it's trying to teach me. It allows you to be in the driver's seat of your own life. But you have to remember, even when you're driving, you don't have any control how other people drive or what's going to happen on the road. You only have control over your own car. But the thing is, you can maneuver through things. You can change course and direction. You can miss things. You can change. The good thing here is all you have control over is what happens inside you. Forget about the outside. Forget about what others are doing. Forget about how they are trying to learn or how they're trying to adapt. You have no control over what happens outside of you, but you do have control over what happens inside. That means change is inevitable. It will happen. You can't stop it, but you can certainly adapt to it. You can transform with it. You can grow through it. You can evolve and become a person that deep inside you know you have always wanted to become. I hope that I have been able to at least give you some understanding today why you chose a life that you may consider hard. But is it really hard? Because it is happening for you, not to you. Thank you very much for tuning in. I love you so very much and I appreciate you. We're all in this together. And when it gets a little bit hard, when the scene looks a little gray, remember that we are here and we got you and you got you. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.